So one of the questions that comes up quite often with my buyers is this notion of appraisals, appraisal gap, appraisal waivers. Chris, could you basically explain to them sort of a little breakdown of what that means and why it's important?
Sure. So when you go apply for a mortgage or any home loan, you're going to have to, the bank's going to do an appraisal, which determines the value of the property that you're buying. And it wants to make sure that the bank's got a good investment and you have a good investment. So it's a very important part of the process. Now, oftentimes, what can happen is in a market that is moving very, very quickly where prices are escalating, the house price might be higher than what the surrounding market has normally supported. So you might wind up with a differential between your purchase price and the appraisal price. Now, as a lender, we're obligated to always use the lower of those two numbers, what you pay for the house or what it appraises at. So oftentimes, especially in the northern New Jersey market, this is really critical, is you may want to consider waiving the appraisal. So under the contract, you have the right, if the house underappraises, to go back and renegotiate the price. If you waive that right, you're now saying to the seller, hey, I'm going to make up any difference in cash between the appraised price and the contract price. So you have to be aware of that, number one. There's also an appraisal gap that you can consider, which would be a fixed dollar amount that you can say, hey, I'm willing to do a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 gap, then I'll cover the difference. But if it goes below that, if the differential is greater than that number, then we renegotiate price at that point. So those are just important things to understand. You don't have to do them, but those are just a very common element right now in the northern New Jersey real estate market.
Yeah, I noticed that with my buyers, sometimes they're just only comfortable doing a certain portion of that.
Of course.
So with the gap, it kind of says, okay, here's where we're comfortable until, and then no, you know.
Right,
so,
and that's important because everyone has to be comfortable with their decision financially.
Yep, definitely.